Hi there, Mr. Sutton here, bringing you the Pre-Cal Honors 2-8 Extra Practice Solutions on binomial expansion. To expand this cubic binomial, we're going to go ahead and take Pascal's triangle down to level 3. So we start with 1, and then 1 and 1, and then we've got 1, 2, and 1 again, and then 1, 3, 3, and 1. So this is level 3 here. This gives us our coefficients for our formula. So this is going to be 1a to the third power, b to the 0, but we don't have to write anything to the 0 power. Plus we've got 3a squared b to the first, plus 3ab squared, plus 1 a to the 0, don't have to write it, b cubed. All right, so the a value is going to be x. The b value from our formula is -5. So this a cubed is x cubed. Next we have 3 times x squared times -5 plus 3 times x times -5 squared. Finally, we have plus -5 cubed. Going through and simplifying, this is x cubed. Next, let's see here, we have a 3 times a 5 is -15 x squared. Next, let's see, -5 squared is 25, times 3 is 75, so we have plus 75x. And finally, -5 to the third power, that's coming out negative, and 5 cubed is 125. To expand this binomial to the third power, we're going to take Pascal's triangle down to level 3. So here's level 0, and then level 1 we've got 1 and 1, and then we've got, for level 2 we have 1, 2, and 1. And finally, for level 3, we have 1, 3, 3, and 1. So these are the coefficients of our AB formula, shortcut formula for doing this. So we've got 1a cubed plus 3a squared b, b to the first there, plus 3ab squared plus 1b to the third. In this problem, a is the x, and then the b term on all this is going to be 6y. So we're going to have x cubed plus 3 times x squared times 6y plus 3x, and then we have 6y in the parentheses being squared. And then finally we have plus 6y quantity cubed. Going ahead and simplifying this, this is going to be x cubed plus, let's see here, 3x squared times 6y, that's going to be 18x squared y. Next, we have a 3, and this stuff over here, this is going to be 36y squared. Let's see, 36 times 3 would be 108, so that's 108xy squared. And then finally, we have 6 to the third and y to the third. 6 cubed is 216. So we have plus 216y cubed. For this binomial, we're trying to raise this to the third power. So we're going to use Pascal's triangle down to level 3 to get us a shortcut formula for doing this. So here's level 0, and now level 1 is just 1 and 1. And now for each level, we're just adding numbers that are next together and putting 1s on the outside. So we have 1, and then 1 plus 1 is 2, and then we have a 1. Next, we have a 1, 3, 3, and 1, and this is level 3. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get our shortcut formula. This is 1a cubed plus we have 3a squared b plus 3, these are the coefficients here, 3ab squared plus 1b cubed. In this problem, a represents 4x, and this 10y is going to be our b expression here. So we've got 4x quantity cubed plus 3 times 4x squared times 10y plus 3 times 4x times 10y quantity cubed, or quantity squared, and then we have 10y quantity cubed right there. Simplifying this a bit, we have, let's see, 4 cubed is 64, so this is 64x cubed. Next we have, let's see, 4 squared is going to be a 16. 3 times 16 is 48. 48 times 10 is 480. So this is a grand total of 480 x squared y. Next up, we have 3 times 4 times 10 squared, so 12 times 100 is 1200, and then we have an x and a y squared there. And then finally, 10 cubed is 1,000, so this is 1,000 y squared that we're adding at the end. For this problem, we're trying to expand this binomial, x plus 1, to the 4th power. We're going to use Pascal's triangle down to level 4 to get a shortcut formula for doing this. So here's level 0, level 1. At level 2, we've got 1, 2, and 1. At level 3, we have 1, 3, 3, and 1. And now we're at level 4. This is going to be a 1, and then this adds up to give me a 4. These are going to give me a 6. We have another 4 and a 1. So these are the coefficients of my AB terms in my shortcut formula. So this is 1a to the 4th power plus 4a cubed b to the 1st plus 6a squared b squared plus 4a to the 1st b cubed, and finally we have a plus 1 b to the 4th. In this problem, x is my a and this positive 1 is my b. So going through and plugging those in, we've got x to the 4th plus 4x cubed times 1 plus 6x squared times 1 squared plus 4x times 1 cubed plus 1 to the 4th power. And we can simplify this quite a bit. This is x to the 4th. Here we just have 4x cubed. Next, this is going to be 6x squared. And we've got 4 times 1 cubed is 4, so this is 4x. And finally, 1 to any power is just going to be 1, so plus 1. On this problem, we're trying to raise x minus 4y, all of that to the 4th power. So we're going to use Pascal's triangle to get a shortcut formula for doing this, down to level 4. So here's level 0, and then level 1 is 1 and 1. Level 2, we've got 1, 2, and 1. At level 3, we've got 1, 3, 3, and 1. And finally, level 4, we've got 1, 4, 6, 4, and 1. These are the coefficients for our shortcut formula. So we've got 1a to the 4th plus 4a cubed b plus 6a squared b squared plus 4ab to the 3rd, and finally plus 1b to the 4th. In this problem, x is my a, and this negative 4y, that whole thing is my b term. So we've got x to the 4th plus 4 times x cubed times negative 4y plus 6 times x squared times negative 4y quantity squared plus 4 times x times negative 4y cubed. And then last but not least, we have plus a negative 4y quantity to the 4th. Time to simplify all this. So we have x to the 4th. And then this is, let's see here, we got a negative 16 x to the 3rd y plus, well, let's see here. Let's take this in pieces. Negative 4 squared is 16. 6 times 16 is 96. So this is 96 x squared y squared, all negative. Actually positive because this negative is being squared. So we are positive. Good. All right. This next one will be negative, though, because we have a negative to an odd power. So we've got negative 4 cubed is going to be negative 64 times another 4 is negative 256. So we have negative 256 xy cubed. And then for this last one, negative 4 to the 4th is 256. We've got a y to the 4th, and that's all positive because it's to an even power. So plus 256 y to the 4th. For this one, we're trying to raise x minus 4 to the 5th power. So we're going to use Pascal's triangle down to level 5 to get a shortcut formula for this one. Sounds like quite a journey, but it's faster than taking 5 of these and trying to multiply them all together. So here's level 0, and level 1 is 1 and 1. Level 2, we've got 1, 2, and 1. 3, we've got 1, 3, 3, and 1. Level 4, we've got 1, 4, 6, 4, and 1. Finally, at level 5, we've got 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 4 plus 6 is 10. We've got another 10, another 5, and a 1. So these are the coefficients for our shortcut formula with the a's and the b's. 1 is really going to be, in this instance, 1a to the 5th, plus we've got 5a to the 4th, b to the 1st, plus 10a cubed b squared, plus 10a squared b cubed, plus 5ab to the 4th, and finally we have 1b to the 5th. In this problem, a is going to be the x, and negative 4 is our b value. So we've got x to the 5th, plus 5x to the 4th times negative 4, plus 10x to the 3rd times negative 4 squared, plus 10x squared times negative 4 cubed, plus 5x times negative 4 to the 4th, and we have plus a negative 4 to the 5th out there. All right, let's see. Simplifying this, x to the 5th is just x to the 5th. For this next one, we have 5 times negative 4, so that's negative 20, x to the 4th. Next, we have, this is, let's see, 16. If we square that, positive 16 times 10 is 160, x cubed. Then we have a negative 4 cubed is going to be negative 64 times 10 is negative 640 with an x squared. Next, negative 4 to the 4th, that's 256. And let me think here. If I multiply that by 5, what's that going to come out to? Let me do that on a calculator. So we've got 256 times 5 coming out to 1280. All right. So that's going to be a positive 1280x. And then finally, this next one's going to be negative because we have an odd power on a negative. 4 to the 5th. Well, I just kind of happen to know that 4 to the 5th is really the same as 2 to the 10th. And I happen to know that 2 to the 10th is 1024. Just from my computer science days, we had to know all the powers of 2 for binary stuff. So this is negative 1024. And there it is, the whole thing.